What's up, DadCast Nation? Hey, I'm getting ready to start working on this week's podcast, and in doing so, I thought I'd give you a little bit of a behind the scenes look at how things are done here at the DadCast studio. So, I'm going to record my intro here, let you listen to that, and then I'll swing the camera around and kind of let you see some of the things that are going on behind the scenes. I'm using Audacity, if you can see here, for my recording software. And so I'm going to go ahead and record the intro now. What's up, DadCast Nation? Welcome to the DadCast podcast. I'm your host, Lavelle Lemonnier, and as a Christian man, a husband, a father, grandfather, business owner, professor, and proud U.S. Army veteran, I've gained some unique perspectives on some of life's issues. So this podcast is designed to give a dad's perspective on everything from A to Z. Excuse me. So you see I record the intro, and after recording the intro, I typically put in my sound effects, and after my sound effects, I'll record another section. So I'm going to let you see exactly what we're doing here, just to give you some inside look at what's going on here. Alright, that is my Audacity screen. Let's see if I can let you see a little bit of that. And now the editing part comes along. And we start off with our music here. And as the music fades out, then I get to the intro part, which I'm going to cut some of this right here. And then you'll hear some of my audio. What's up, DadCast Nation? Welcome to the DadCast podcast. And as you can see, I don't like that pause, so I'm going to go ahead and cut some of that out and play it again. Welcome to the DadCast podcast. I'm your host, Lavelle Lemonnier, and as a Christian man, a husband, a father, grandfather, business owner, professor, and proud U.S. Army veteran, I've gained some unique perspectives on some of life's issues. So this podcast is designed to give a dad's perspective on everything from A to Z. All right, so we'll stop it right here, and I'm going to cut the rest of this unwanted audio out here. And then I'm going to go to the end of it, and I'm going to put my transition sound in. And so I'll pull up that, and under my sound effects folder, I have several transitions here. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to drag it in. It puts it down here, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut it from that additional track, get rid of that track, go to the end of my recording track, and I'm going to put the sound effect pasted in here. So now it sounds like this. From A to Z. Alright, so that's a little bit of what goes on behind the scenes as far as the editing process. We look at this extensively so that we can provide you with the best product possible. And now we'll put it back over here. All right, and then what happens after that, folks, is I'll record a few more of the pieces that I have to the early part, and then I start doing my research. I look at look online for articles that relate or topics that relate to what we're discussing on this particular segment. And then I will, I'm a guy that loves data, so I go out and I find statistics and data that support whatever it is we're discussing. And once I get that, I pull it in to one of my screens here, and I'll use it for a talking point in the show. And then we continue on with the editing process. I'll give a shout out to our sponsors, to my wife, who's the co-content creator and co-content manager of the broadcast. And then we'll do all the bells and whistles, the sound effects that bring the podcast alive. So if you're wondering, how do I get started with a podcast? Well, some basic equipment that you need is that you're going to need a computer or a laptop of some sort. You're going to need some microphones. As you can see here, I'll let you take a look at what I'm using here. This is the Blue microphone, is the brand, and it's a very good studio quality microphone. You can see I have my headphones back here in the back. If we zoom around over here, you can see I've got another studio mic here and a couple more down there. Now, audio is one of the big concerns when it comes to podcasting. You want to make sure that you have good sound audio. And to be honest with you, during the first season and even in the few episodes in the second season, I was challenged a little bit with the audio quality. And so we definitely have to have quality control in place. Some of the other things that we use as far as recording, if you were wanting to record a guest, what I use is I have a Zoom, I'll let you see it, handy recorder. I use the H4N. That's not the latest model, but it is a very productive model. You can plug in 2 microphones here, and you can have telephone calls coming directly into this and from here into a laptop or a computer to record your audio at a very high quality. Another thing that you may want to use is, as you can see here, I have a 4-channel mixer where I can mix the sound in. Also inside of Audacity, it allows you to mix and render your audio, which is very helpful and gives you another option for good quality sound. If you're doing video, obviously you want some good lighting. I have some LED lights in here, and then you want the aesthetics to be as pleasing as possible. I guess one other thing that you may want to use here, I'm going to unplug it and show it to you. This is a game capture device. As you can see right here, a game capture device. And that allows you to capture some external video. And so that is another, plugging it up here, that's another device that you can use in order to capture video should you want your podcast to go live. Aside from that, you'll want some tripods, desktop tripods, and you're going to want to get some good information on the best editing software. Again, I use Audacity, which works very well. If you have Apple products, you may want to use GarageBand, is another one that works very well. And this is just how we make the magic happen, folks. I get in the studio, I get in my little zone, I get all my information together. We bounce topics off each other, my wife and I, and then I sit down here in the home studio and record the audio, put it all together, mix it, render it, edit it, and get it quality ready for broadcast. So that's a little bit, just a few minutes I wanted to spend with you showing you a little bit of what goes on behind the scenes. I'm going to get back to work right now, if you don't mind, and I'll catch you later.